Hi, this is Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and most of what I do is crochet, but I do know how to knit, and I've figured out a really quick way to do the ruffled scarf. We're using this netting yarn in crochet and in a no crochet or no knitting technique. So then I also came up with a way to do it in knitting that's, I think, very, very fast. So I was going to show you how I do that. So in the beginning, I take the first 4 loops, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I fold it over the next 4. And then I put every one of those loops onto a knitting needle, and the size of your knitting needle doesn't really matter. Except you wouldn't want to get much wider than a 15, I think. Okay, so I'm going to put all those loops on my hook. So right now I have 4 loops on my hook. So I'm going to continue putting the loops on my hook, but this time, instead of taking every one, I'm going to do every other one. So this is 4, so I'm going to skip this one. That'll be 5. And 6, and I'm skipping, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Okay, I've got 10 loops on my hook. So now I'm going to take my other needle, and I am going to act like I am knitting, and I'm going to go through from this side over to here, and I'm going to bring this loop over and then hold that kind of tight and bring that through the 9 loops on my hook, just like that. So then I'm going to pull this one out. It's not really knitting actually, and every other one I'm going to put on my hook. So that's 3 I have on there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then I'm going to pick up the needle again and go through all the loops on my hook, loops on my needle. I'm used to crochet, so. And I am going to put the next loop on my, let's skip that one. Take the next one, put it on there, hold it kind of tight, and slide. I've got the new one on the other needle, and I'm going to slide off all these onto the one on the right side. So I just slide that off to there. And I caught one little tiny strand. I'll just get off there. But there you can see it's starting to ruffle. So I'm going to set my knitting needle down. And I'm going to pick up every other one. I'm just going to feed it onto the needle. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. And 6, and 7, and 8. I'm picking up every other one, and 9, and 10. Okay, so then I'm going to pick up my knitting needle. I'm going to go through all the loops right there, and I'm going to skip the next one on the row of netting right there. I'm going to stick that one on the needle. And I'm going to pull all these off onto that one. So the one is right there, coming up from underneath right there. And there. So it's that easy. You can get this done really quick, and you don't have to go back and forth and go into every one. I've seen it done every knitting and crochet. I was like, oh, it doesn't have to be that complicated. So I'll do it one more time. You skip this one, and I'm going to pick up this one, skip. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got to stretch this out. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now what's happening here is that my ball of yarn is getting all twisted, and all you have to do is lay it on a table and just roll it until it straightens itself out. Another thing I'm not working on this thicker side, I'm working on the real thin netting side. So I have the 10 loops on my hook, on my needle, and I'm going to come through here, pick up all those. I don't want to catch anything. So I came through there, and I'm going to put it back through here, and then I'm going to skip the next one. I'm going to put this one over here, and then I'm going to pull all the other loops from the left side over. Do that right there, there. See how beautiful it is? It'll be so easy. I think you get one of these done in about a half hour. And it's basically the same as I do the other ones, except the other ones I use a crochet hook, and another one I use just yarn with a weaving needle. But you can experiment. You could pick up more loops or less loops, whatever you want to do. So that's basically it. And at the very end, what you want to do is cut this off. Get my scissors here. You cut it off about 2 or 3 inches out, right here. And then you want to just, with your hand, you could just hold on to that last loop here, right here, and pull the end through the last loop right there. And if you just pull it tight, that's enough to hold it, and like that. And then when it dangles down, you won't even see that cut end. You might have to cut that end just a little bit more, but the ruffle should just hide it in there. So that's how you do a ruffled scarf the Maggie super quick way. So I hope you enjoyed this video. My website is maggiescrochet.com. Eventually I might start adding a lot of knitting supplies, and I might do a knitting website also, because I know a lot of crocheters knit and vice versa. So I hope you enjoyed this. My website is maggiescrochet.com, and our Facebook page is Maggie's Crochet. Thank you very much for watching.